there's no law saying that we have to play all the music. Okay, there's not. Hey, man, good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Wow.
But that was like relaxing music.
I know, and it's not the temperament or tone or whatever that most people want when they go into a show. You want people like it's not. I saw Stephen Colbert live in January.
Oh, yeah?
In January of 2024, and he was fine. He was great. Like, but there was somebody that came out before.
The hype guy.
The hype guy, yeah. And like, I'm like, I need a hype guy. Somebody who's gonna get people. What is my friend say? Jazzed, right? Like, I want people. But I don't. But instead, I played like nursery rhyme music, which
like
sleep.
That's so fascinating too, right? Because like you got Ed McMahon. Like
Hey-o.
But like he's not a hype guy. He was like the guy that like smoothed everything out a little bit.
Oh, and him and Andy are just like the most deadpan
right?
Sidekicks ever, man. I love those two. But also, didn't he also do the opening? Wasn't he the voice of it's Johnny
Yeah,
Carson?
he had a great voice.
Yeah, like that guy was the total package for a sidekick, But I thought he was the guy that was like, and now it's Johnny Carson or whatever. Wasn't that him? Or was that somebody else?
We are super dating ourselves for sure.
Because well, I mean,
if you write in Java, maybe you've already dated yourself already.
Fair, harsh but fair. Like, ow. Yeah. No, I mean Java's 30, and I was there when it was starting. So then, and I know you were as well. So that's a little.
No, Java is 30 or 30.
30.
Isn't it? Is it 30?
Yeah. 1995. It's you are 2025. Hey, but you know what else is also 30? Basically, JavaScript. It's like 35. Python, right? So Java's actually the younger of the languages. Of the younger languages, it's very hip. Okay. When did Ruby come out? Even that was like 98 or something, right? Like, when did Ruby come out?
So 1.0.
1995. It was posted on Japanese news groups in 1995. So Ruby's also 30. So like when people talk about these hip new programming languages, I don't know what they're smoking, at all. I mean, in those 30 years, Java has become the most robust, performant, resilient, enterprise-grade piece of software I've ever seen. And then Ruby exists. The best, fastest, most robust version of Ruby today is built on the called JRuby.
I'm kind of happy that by the time I got to Twitter, most of the Ruby on Rails stuff was gone.
Yeah.
So I never had to deal with any of it.
Well, I mean, you mean the implementation of Twitter, or like the people on the Twitter? Because it was Rails or Ruby at least.
No. I know it was Ruby on Rails, but like I still remember. I figure
you worked there. That's what you're talking about.
I did. Yes.
Okay, I'm sorry. It just took a hot.
No, we've all used Twitter. I still call it Twitter 1.0 since. I lasted for about 4 or 5 months, mostly for rubbernecking to see how how well it would survive.
The crash test dummy experience. Yeah. Have you ever wanted to have that job? Well, just hang on tight. Yeah.
I still knew people there through the name change, which I think is dumb. But yeah, like all the Ruby on Rails stuff was all in a separate area. And
was it Rails or just Ruby? I don't even remember because it was.
Well, I think it was Rails. Yeah.
Really? Wow, that's insane. That would have been a bad choice back then. Like it was a terrible choice when you were still working there. I would never have built a site that intended to scale beyond 5 people in Rails.
Yeah, but the whole thing was also written in Scala as well. So
yeah, that was awesome.
Scala's not. Yeah, I don't like Scala as much as I like good old Java or Kotlin. Though I had somebody write in a presentation today. Hello.
We got some people from joining us or hanging out.
Nice. Somebody wrote, well, Java, it's super verbose, and I'm like, I mean, it was.
Yeah.
Let's take out your 5-6-year-old plus old arguments and say hello to Java 21 or even 24.
or even 17, because most of that good stuff was there. Or even Java
I know,
8.
but module imports in 24 look
I don't know.
less typing. I like less typing.
Yeah. Yes. Sure. I don't know. I have no idea about that. Actually, I haven't even. That's a feature I should look into. Maybe it'll. For people watching this in the distant future, I sure hope you're using Java 25, which comes out in a month's time, in September of 2025. That'll be, as Andrew and I were just talking, an LTS version. So get that. Hey, who are you? Great segue.
Yeah. No. So Andrew Lombardi. I run a company called Mystic Coders, and I've known Josh probably for
Poor guy.
15, 16 years, I think.
2008, 2009, something like that. Lucky me. I feel bad for you though.
No, lucky me too, really. But yeah, I've been running Mystic for the last 25 years, and I've run things as far back as Spring 1.0, which was fun. And I used to run Java applets on a Netscape that I had. What was it? It was a Vax VMS that I ran Netscape on a Unix machine that I piped over to the Vax VMS system just so I could use Netscape. Wonderful. Back in the day. I am dating myself. I promise that writing Java makes sure that you have gray hair. It's not just because I'm old.
I'm clean shaven. Otherwise, it'd just be I look like Gandalf. It's very sad.
Right.
Hey, that was I didn't love Netscape because I was I didn't love applets. I mean, I love Netscape. Sorry, forgive me. I didn't love applets because I was constantly hitting, the reasonable constraints of the ecosystem of the environment in which you're running. There's no I wanted to write a desktop app and it wouldn't let me. But then here comes Java Web Start, and
Java Web Start.
Oh yes, I don't know why I love that so much. It was just it had all the benefits. It was like a thick client that you could update like a web page. It was the best of all worlds,
Yeah, it was the lie that kept coming though. The write once, run anywhere, which was write once, run away. Really.
Right. But it did work. I mean, Web Start worked. You could do it. You could actually deliver interesting applications at scale, and I don't know, whatever. It's a shame that went the way of the dodo, but it was fun. It's out there, it's open source, but whatever.
Does anybody still use it?
No, but they should. I mean, if you're going to deploy a thick client application, like what are the alternatives, right? Like, I guess the alternative is you deploy it via the App Store of your local. But does Mac? I guess you could do it on the Mac App Store. Windows do they even have? I guess they have like 2 or 3 there, probably, right? They're all.
What do you consider as thick?
I mean, it has its own process space. It's in the desktop as opposed to, well, I guess a Chrome tab.
Like Electron, though, right?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Would you prefer to write Electron and deal with the?
No. Like, no offense to any TypeScript or JavaScript developers, but no, thank you.
Rock hard pass. Like, no, thank you.
No, but we just come out with beginning Spring AI, but we sort of jumped the gun a little bit because our publisher was like, "Hey, so can we finish the book and push it out?" I'm like, well, Spring hasn't. It's not a GA yet, so probably not.
Yeah.
And they're like, no, but it's AI, so we have to get out fast. So, of course, between when we finished the book and the GA, there were a number of changes to packages and all kinds of fun things. So
updates in how many minutes? When's the next book come out? I think is this your way of teasing that there's going to be a nice update coming soon?
We're talking about it. Like, I would love to be able to get an update with the latest stuff for 1.0 for the GA, because I feel bad that it's old. I think.
Wait for 1.1.
Yeah, new changes.
Yeah.
I don't think I've read the.
We're not breaking anything, of course, but there's new stuff. Yeah, it's coming out like this year, right? I think. You know how you can tell? You go to calendar.spring.io. This is for the audience here. Let's see. If it was going to come out, I guess it would be November, because that's when all the new stuff comes out. or maybe it's earlier. I don't know. Nobody tells me anything. I just work here. Let's see. October. Spring AI 1.1 comes out in October on Tuesday the 30th. Now, I'm expecting that'll get pushed back because, whatever. Why would it come out before? Maybe it will. Maybe it's, I don't know. Whatever. The point is, later this year, there's going to be a Spring AI 1.1, and you can already track the changes there.
Yes, September 30th, it looks like.
September 30th. Well, I'm looking at the calendar, and it says October. Oh, yeah, September 30th. I can't.
Yeah.
I'm dumb. Sorry.
No, it's okay. Calendar stuff and time stuff, it's really hard. As developers, we really hate it.
I'm still using Java util date, so and Java util vector. I'm awesome.
But you guys aren't supporting Boot 4.0 with 1.1. Why?
That's the thing. They are supporting it, but they're also supporting backwards compatible 3.5 and 3. Whatever. That project. So one of the big features in Spring Framework 7 and Boot 4 is the modularization, right? Which basically all the auto configs got packaged with the starters, basically. So bringing in all these extra types, and then Spring AI has already undertaken that as well. That exercise. So you'll get.
Well, they did that between when we finished our last thing and sent it to the editor and 1.0, and we're like, oh, remember all those dependencies that we told you needed? Well, you don't need them anymore. Not really.
Well,
sorry.
We did refactor a lot of stuff towards the end in the milestone phases when things should have been maybe a little more stable, but it wasn't GA. We knew we had to get it done before GA, and it's fine. Once it's GA, it's cement, right? It doesn't change until we give deprecation.
No, I remember you and I were talking, and you're like, well, it's going GA, and I'm like, oh, I see the change log. This is going to be fun. I should I think I wrote a blog post about all the changes that when you read the book, it's not going to compile, but we did Joe, who's my co-author on the project.
Ginger?
Yeah, we rewrote.
He's been on the show with you prior. How do you pronounce his last name?
I think it's Ottinger.
Okay, I'm gonna go with that.
Ottinger. Ottinger?
I don't know. I've always said Ottinger, but I've got this sinking feeling that I've just been butchering it this entire time, and that's why we're not best friends. Awkward.
I think you are. You do come up in conversation. Are you an MCP fan?
Yeah. Yes. I'm a MCP fan addict.
Because it looks like the GA for 1.1 the theme is MCP, and I'm excited about that.
Yeah, I mean, me too. So the new we already had MCP in the 1.0 release, obviously, but
sure.
There's things around security. There's things around the new streamable APIs. There's all sorts of stuff that we want to support in that theme. So I'm not sure what has landed in the 1.1 release by then, but I can't wait. Hey, from Malaysia. Oh my goodness. Hello. Hi. How are you? Small world.
I want to go to Malaysia.
Malaysia is amazing. My partner and my adopted daughter are both they're American, but they're American Malaysian Chinese or something like that. They're Malaysian Chinese ethnically,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and so I go to Malaysia a fair bit, and if I'm not going there, I'm flying people in from Malaysia. Life is good. We have this is actually my office and my studio, but behind it there's a guest bed, and the reason why, because we have a Malaysian family who comes in and hangs out. Love Malaysia, love it, love the food, love the weather, love everything. Anyway, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, Spring Framework 7, Spring Boot 4. You got to update your book. I'm telling you, that'll be like.
Well, I mean, we did write 2 other books, beginning Spring 6 and beginning Spring 5. So.
Oh, you've got to update those too. You're going to be a busy guy. This is the before photo. Your beard is just going to be like Snow White by the time you're done.
Yeah, maybe before you guys come out with 7, we'll rewrite, our book, and then we'll see whose beard is longer by then. What do you think?
Oh yeah, I mean, I cheat. I just shave. Like it's. I don't know. Yeah, 7. I can't wait. I mean, this is going to be good release. Have you seen?
Go ahead.
Have you seen people using it? Wait. oh, this fellow is, hi, from Nigeria. I have not yet been, but my buddy Deshaun and I want to go one day, and so that'd be fun. And so he says I'm fine, though I am a Nigerian, but I am working here in I guess
But where is here? U.S.?
Malaysia.
Oh, Malaysia.
Same.
Oh, got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Separate.
the whole non-threaded thing that super got me. And I'm like,
Yeah,
reading is fundamental, Andrew. Reading. You know, I was telling this to you, like I'm really excited because we use in one of our clients' projects, we use Grail VM,
yes.
which is amazing.
Yes.
Having to deal with the reflection stuff was a pain. Is a pain that I was not quite ready for, I guess.
It's a thing you gotta deal with. It's there.
But I think I ended up rewriting most of our stuff and adapting it for Grail VM while I was in France, actually.
Okay.
So
hey, actually,
I think I was good.
If you had to start a project, I think you took on GraalVM sort of midstream, right? So if you had started a brand new project and you had GraalVM from the get-go and you were just adding it incrementally, would you have thought it so big a burden, or is it only because you had to go back and retrofit it? Like
the retrofit was the painful part, definitely.
Right?
I think with GraalVM, as long as you have a set of standards and understanding of like, hey, if you use reflection here, or if you're using this kind of annotation, you do need to make sure that this gets included. And actually, that's why Spring Framework 7, I was reading about some of the simplicity stuff that they're adding to that, so that you can just add things in a nicer way without having to deal with some of that cruft.
Yeah. No,
I want a faster machine. So like, I want Apple to come out with like the M6 just so I can compile the Grail VM stuff faster. Because
what are you rocking these days?
I'm on an M4 right now.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think the GraalVM stuff is going to get faster, and the machines will get faster, and will eventually converge upon. Like, look, is your GraalVM time? How long is your GraalVM compilation these days? Because you have a real project, right? Hundreds of dependencies.
Yeah. No, this is something running in production today. So we've been. I wouldn't compile, like when we compile it in GitHub. It's I think it takes 15 minutes.
Wow, but what about your local machine when you're actually cycling?
Local machine. So we recently we had these 4 containers that we had split out preemptively,
Right.
and we brought them all back together into the same container. So they're all kind of built together now, which is nice, and we're looking to adapt modulith into this as well, just so we get a nicer, clean separation. But each one of those containers was taking 3 or 4 minutes to compile.
So is it 10 minutes now, or what? Is the
It was like 12 minutes total. And like the RAM would go insane.
Wait, on your machine it takes 12 minutes?
Yeah.
To compile. 12 minutes.
Yeah. And sometimes I had to up the RAM and Docker. Like we were compiling it in Docker so that we could push it to machines, for early testing. So that was part of it. And Docker wasn't using obviously all the machines. So natively, I don't know. I'd have to look, but within Docker, it was definitely pain. But it's all back down to like 3 or 4 minutes now.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Very good. That's
so total.
Yeah, there's hundreds of dependencies, you're saying.
Yeah. So Spring Framework 7 should be nicer because we definitely use a lot of the Spring Boot starters, and if we can, Medellin.
I love Medellin.
If we can get rid of some of that would be nice.
Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to that. Well, we should try offline. We should try upgrading your code in a
little branch.
A little branch, a little spike. Do people still use that word spike? Like,
I heard it the other day. It was we have another project which is an iOS project, and so one of my developers was like, I did a spike on that, and I'm like,
Oh,
spike,
that
it's
feels nice.
great.
That's a great word. Well
I
done.
love that you use that.
Yeah, thank you. Okay,
Now, he's around our age, so that's probably why he even knows the word.
is that
Kids
I
these
mean, I
days,
don't know. Well, maybe they're saying it. I don't know. I'm just not. I work in marketing. What do I know? I'm like, I'm so far away from real, skills anymore. Okay. Well, that's good. Yeah. iOS is it's the only ecosystem where you need Apple's permission to release your project, and it's weird. It's all. It's
Well,
all good.
I think that's changing. Even like Lord knows they can't deploy actual AI at this point. But I'm rooting for Tim Cook. Like,
Oh
good, come on, buddy.
yeah. Yeah.
Let's let's make Siri suck
Usable.
less.
Yeah. Yeah. And also, what's the alternative? Like, really, it's
Yeah, I love my iPhone devices.
yeah.
I think I have an iPad Mini showing up for some testing we're doing for another project right now, and I love it.
I love it too. I've gone all in. I've used Apple devices for many years, but I didn't buy my own until 2011, right? And
Mm,
I've got the whole. I'm in the walled garden, and I'm not going to tell you it's cheap. It's not. It's not cost. The new M4 though, the new M4 Air,
yeah,
that's the best machine.
really.
Oh yeah, that is. I bought that for my kid, but it would be just fine for me too. It is. She's going to college, and she was rocking my old M1 13-inch 2020 Apple, the very first production Apple Silicon device that they made that was only 13 inches and 16 gigs of RAM. I had that. I
Right.
bought that back in November of 2020 during lockdown, right? And
Wow.
she's been rocking it for years. And then in anticipation of things becoming a lot more expensive this year for ambient reasons about which we shall not speak yet. I preemptively bought the M4 Air for her because I don't want her to rock a 5-year-old laptop for another 4 years,
No.
So I bought the M4 Air. That thing's amazing. It's like $1,000, which is not cheap. I get that, okay, but still, compared to most Apple devices, that's still fairly cheap. You can buy a phone for more than that, certainly.
Yeah.
And the battery life is like almost a day. It is blazingly
Wow.
fast, whether it's plugged in or not. As long as you're not, there's no fan, right? So it'll eventually throttle. But for GraalVM or for small
We
video,
shouldn't run GraalVM on that, right?
well, you could just don't waste. I think it's like 10 minutes, 15 minutes before it starts to throttle, right? You have a number of minutes before you're going to feel the degradation. And so even for your build, I think you wouldn't hit it. The fans wouldn't be turned on just yet, right?
Yeah, and the fans don't turn on this thing. You know what? Now
Yeah,
that I'm talking to you, like I do want to see how it compiles, how fast it compiles,
right.
and I will report back natively,
Thank you.
not within Docker,
Right.
because yeah, GraalVM, we're running in a very constrained environment,
Yeah.
so the 500 megabyte JVM load was not, once you add Spring and all the other stuff, it was not a big deal if you're in the cloud, but
No. Yeah, I get it. Less
yeah.
is more. I'm with you. The GraalVM is like such an obvious win in so many cases,
And I tried to use GraalPy as well, but it's still a little early for that, unfortunately.
Interesting. Yeah. I wonder if it's because there's native code in there or something. I don't know.
I don't remember. I do remember reading there was some discrepancy that we had to deal with.
Well, we could reach
Yeah.
out to the GraalVM team. I wonder if they would answer my email. We could ask. They're really helpful. They want this stuff to work,
Yeah. Well,
Um,
I'd be happy to test early versions for sure.
Okay. Well, look, I don't know what we're talking about. I'm just so happy we get to catch up. You've got this book. You've got three books. Well, you got two new books. You got the
Four. I'm at 4 now.
But
Yeah.
what about the new? Oh, you got 4 total, or is that
4 total. Yeah.
Okay. So you've got the beginning spring AI. You've got the beginning spring boot. Or
I don't have a bring. Just 6. God, maybe we
Oh,
can use. Yeah, we were writing for A Press right now, so I don't
yeah.
know. Is there somebody else who's done a spring boot for them? Probably.
Well, whatever. It's a good book. I read the Spring AI one because it was small, and I'm also quite lazy. But the Spring AI one was a nice, quick read, and I definitely read a lot of the Spring book itself. But that one's a couple of years old now. It seems
Yeah.
to. But both of them are out there. You should go get them before they before the shelf life expires and they get obviated by the new stuff. Do you have like where can people learn more about you? Are you on the internet, and where do you want to be found?
Uh, yeah, probably, on WeCodeFire.com.
What is that? Really? What is We Code Fire?
I love it.
Oh, that's a thing. It's a Substack.
Yeah.
Huh.
Whoa, I
Oh,
hear
can I join?
myself. Please, please. I'm looking to add a lot more stuff there now. Um, getting back into blogging.
Yeah.
Do we call it blogging now? Is it still blogging?
I
I
don't
feel
know.
old.
I got a question. Let's say you have a website and
Hmm.
you have a list of the things you've posted there. Is an individual post a blog, or is it the aggregation of all the posts that's called the blog?
I think it's the aggregation is the blog,
So would you have to say
and then you
blog
could
post? But
blog
I'm
posts.
but if I'm blogging, am I blogging a blog post, or do I just blog, or I blog the blog, or do I blog
I
a post?
posted to my blog.
Oh, okay. I posted to my blog, so it's a post, or I created a post on my
I think
blog.
so. I think so.
But you can't say I wrote a blog.
No, I don't think that would be correct. Unfortunately, a lot of good stuff coming on. Are you in the country for a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, I'm technically in the country, but my mind is in the future, thinking
In
about.
Malaysia somewhere?
Oh, well, that's a little too far in the future. But spring one is around the corner. August 25, 20 days from now. Like it's the pandemonium, chaos, entropy,
In
anarchy.
San Francisco?
No, Vegas, lovely.
Vegas.
Because where I want to go in the summer is a desert. You know, like that's where I'm. But no, it's gonna be great because you're in a casino. You're hanging out with the community. It's like a bunch of gerbils in a cage, all hanging out, right? You're in this ginormous casino, just running around, hanging out
Where
with
do you guys do it?
in the Venetian.
In the Venetian? Ooh, I
Yeah,
like that one.
is that right? Let me check. Let me just before I do that, spring1.io.
I
Yeah, the
have
Venetian,
to.
25 to 28 August.
I've been battling around with the idea of going out and speaking at at conferences again. I haven't done it since before. Actually, the last conference I did was Confu in March of or late February of 2020.
Famously, nothing else happened that year.
Nah, like flew home from DC in March, like
Like 10?
March 8th or
Oh no,
9th or something.
3 days later. Yeah.
3 days later, yeah.
Oh gosh.
So
Yeah. Well, did you catch anything on the way back? Like I had flights
no,
up until just right before that as well, and because I was traveling a fair bit at that time, I got home and I'm like, what's going on out there? And I ended up having to cancel because I was like, well, this is a respiratory virus. I have asthma. That's respiratory. I'm not, you know.
yeah, stay home.
And I said I approached the girls and I said, okay, look, the city is warning people to be very cautious and you know take this very seriously. And so I asked the girls if they'd be okay, like putting a pause on their life for a couple days to see what
Yeah,
just let's see what happens. And they okay. The kid was like, oh, okay, I take time out from school, twist my arm, and then Tammy was like, well, it's fine. Her boss was super understanding. So
yeah,
so like 2 days later, then the city officially forced people indoors. They locked us all down anyway.
right.
And so it was like,
Yeah, we used to. I still remember like we would walk outside because that was the thing. It was like just go outside, but then we'd see other people walking,
oh god,
and if
yeah.
they were walking the same way, like we would cross.
I was
You
taking
know,
wide berth. Yeah. Like,
it's just like it was so thankful. Like I did get it, but it was last year. Like October of last year was the first time I ever got it. So
oh,
thankfully, that was the first and last time.
Hopefully,
And
fingers crossed.
yeah,
Presumably, you were boosted to the gills at this point, so it's
yeah, it was like four of them in or something, and so it was a week. It was a week. I still have a voucher from United because I was supposed to be flying that week to Germany, so
Oh,
I gotta use that.
oh yeah. Well, you could always come to Vegas. Register spring1.io.
Something tells me the flight between California and Germany and California and Vegas might be a little cheaper. I don't
There's the
think
delta. That's fair. Yeah, that's fair.
I think so.
Yeah. Well, okay. My friend,
Yeah,
thank you. See you on
dude.
the internet. Thanks everybody for
Yeah.
hanging out.
Thanks,
Bye.
guys. Bye.